to say Tajikistan, but I might be wrong. Either way, he's here representing Paris Saint-Germain Judo, PSG.
So he's from Uzbekistan.
Ah.
He was born in 1998.
Nice. My initial thought was Uzbekistan, and then I doubted myself and then said Tajikistan.
It's a RAKHIMOV, Temur, who's for Red Star. He's for
Right.
Tajikistan.
All right.
Yeah. So it's a local affair, really, when it comes to that corner of the world. Central Asia.
So the rules surrounding foreign players in a team, the home players have to be the majority, so at least 4 to every 2 foreign athlete, and in the case where the nationals are less than 4, then there can only be 1 foreign athlete in the team. So yeah, it makes things exciting.
So it can't be 3 and 2. It has to be 3 and 1.
Yeah.
YUSUPOV almost is in trouble.
He can keep control here. YUSUPOV finding his front. So we've said we think RAKHIMOV. Now that time's gone on, we're a minute and a half in. Where are you leaning?
I'm not sure. I'm just wondering if these 2 athletes are reflecting almost like, why are we fighting?
What are we fighting for?
What are we fighting for? These 2 teams we have very little to do with.
I can think of a few incentives.
Yeah, they have more in common with each other than they do with their respective teams, right?
Most definitely. But still rivals. I mean, if not, you know, a practice, an opportunity to learn.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's camaraderie within teams, you know. Obviously it goes beyond nations and where you're from. You do form a bond with your teammates. You've fought quite a lot for some of these leagues at this tournament.
Yeah, we haven't really spoke about that today.
Yeah, why didn't you tell us about it? Which club did you fight for? And
yeah, my debut was actually for a Dutch team called KNAMU, and that was just at the European Club Championships, not the Champions League or like the Golden League. And I had a great time. I will never forget that locker room, like pep talk before we went out. I was so fired up, like amongst strangers. It was so bizarre. Yeah, and I got to train with them beforehand as well. So I'd been to the club beforehand, done a session there, and so is that going to be
RAKHIMOV?
Oh,
got Osikomi.
Yeah.
That's the second time he's almost held down YUSUPOV. This time he managed to get Osikomi only for a couple of seconds, but perhaps third time lucky, eh?
He's reminding YUSUPOV that, like, hey, you're not safe. You go for those Satemiwazas and they're not strong. You're not safe.
I'm not safe. This isn't a safe space.
Gonna move quickly when you're on your back. Yeah, it was just a nice experience, from training at the club with them to the locker room pep talk before we went out. I was so pumped and fired up, and I've never wanted to win, you know, so badly for a team that I barely knew. And we had a great time. We really did. We got a medal. I think we got a bronze medal. It was really good. And then after that, I spent more recent years. I think last time was 2022, fighting for Red Star Club Champigny. in France, which is had been the club of Clarisse Agbenienou, and I also fought alongside, Amandine Bouchard, and some other really great French players.
So is there any affiliation with Red Star Belgrade?
No, they just have a very similar name, I think.
Just the affinity for Red Stars.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, rubbing shoulders with, I've got Amandine on one side, and then the other side I have Clarisse.
Lovely.
Like, could you be any more sandwiched in between, great athletes? And I really do think being in the team and having that experience brought the best out in my judo. And it always played like a really nice addition to my year as well.
Yeah, because it's another competition, but it's something different, right? It's not.
Yeah. And then, in the end, I formed really good friendships with girls in the team, and still really great friends with them now. So
RAKHIMOV off getting some medical attention. Now let's see if we see the usual change in pace.
I mean, we're in golden score, so
lapses in concentration. Can you imagine if RAKHIMOV just came back and did a huge ippon? The crowd would go absolutely wild.
While we're waiting for him to come back on, what about you? Fought in team competitions?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of team events as a spectator, also as an athlete. I done a few for Great Britain in the World University Games, and it wasn't a mixed team, but it was a 5-man team, and there was always 3 of us, so always giving away 1 or 2 fights, 3 or 4 of us. So, but we always managed to kind of do really well, punch way above our weight, and collect some big scalps, or Russia or Japan. So really enjoyed them. And we used to go to Brazil as well for these test matches. That was really fun.
Yeah.
One of those invitational, internationals, Germany, France, Great Britain and Brazil, for example.
Yeah.
Those were really fun. But also I did the spell of the Bundesliga and Spanish League.
Yeah.
So Bundesliga, by far was my favorite. That format of, you fight twice with a 30-minute break. Great support from the local crowds and sponsors. It was really brilliant format. So so shout out to everyone at Potsdam. If you're listening in. Currently also a really strong centre just for judo generally.
Yeah.
Beyond Bundesliga, they have a great system. Here though, we see YUSUPOV finally get caught here. With a hold down.
He did the same thing that he's done the whole contest and put himself in danger here in the Newaza. I think RAKHIMOV's a bit tired, at this point.
Yeah. Especially now with his breathing impaired. I'm surprised we haven't seen any Shidos yet in this contest. Both athletes, though, very tired.
Yeah, they look done in completely.
Long year and a long day. This really means a lot to their clubs, so and they know it.
Yeah.
They're giving it all.
And you feel pressure, as the foreigner in a team, you feel pressure because you know that they've asked you to come over. It's a privilege to be asked by another team to come and fight in the team and to represent them. It's a big deal. And totally. So you don't want to let them down.
Totally. You don't want to let them down. You don't want to let yourself down. Now, YUSUPOV is looking for an Osoto. RAKHIMOV trying to counter there. We did see a touch of elbow, but definitely not a UK.
I think we keep joking about like Yusupov putting himself in that position where he could be held down, but that's because he is attacking.
Yeah.
And maybe Rakhimov isn't attacking as much.
Yeah, that is a good point. This is where the crowd could really help. I'm not sure why they're sat there patiently. Perhaps it's just nail-biting stuff.
I was going to say they're tense, nerves.
Come on, give the guy some encouragement. I'm sure he can use it right now. That's 2 minutes 25 into golden score, so over 6 minutes of contest time. And these are heavyweights we're talking about, so you know, really pushing the envelope there.
They've not only got to maneuver themselves, but they're also fighting against someone as big as them, as heavy as them. So the force that it takes to be able to maneuver, to grip, to move. I mean, probably just even having that weight resting on you in those exchanges is hard work.
Yeah. Now then,
well, that looks good.
Again. Rakhimov seems to wait for his chance in Newaza. Yusupov, his attacks are just getting weaker and weaker. That seer really was far off from any kind of contact. So both need to be careful. Rakhimov for the passivity Judo, Yusupov for the force attack.
Well, here we go again. Let's see what Rakhimov does now as a result.
Could take the arm.
Yeah. Is he going to get it? He's going to get it.
He's got it.
Get it. No.
He's got the arm.
Oh, he's got the arm.
I told you the arm.
Yes.
He's done it.
Finally.
Rakhimov there. Fair play to both athletes. Really dug deep. On the surface, it didn't seem like there was that much happening, but trust me, over 7 minutes of heavyweight judo, no matter what they're doing, this is really tiring stuff. Well done to both athletes.
Yeah, it was a nice transition from Rakhimov.
Yeah, it is Temur Rakhimov with the win for Red Star. So and is Red Star who moves into the lead now, so it's 2 points to 1.
And everything so far going to our plan. This is where this next one things could change, because I would have gone Mokhtar and not Perisic.
I see. Well,
so let's see.
We'll see. We went initially with Perisic.
Yeah, we did, and I didn't go against you at that point, so.
No, you're getting cold feet. That's fine.